Hey everybody, this is Nick from Android Headlines. Today I'm going to be bringing you the unboxing of the Meizu M1 Note. Now, the Meizu M1 series is a new series of two phones they have. You've got the regular M1 and you have the M1 Note, which is a slightly larger version of that phone. These are both going to be cheaper phones, so you're going to probably find them under $200 or somewhere around that price range depending on which size you prefer. The build on the phone is going to be a little bit cheaper than Meizu's other phones. So Meizu is traditionally known for their all-metal build phones. This is going to be more of a plastic build phone. So we're going to take a look at what's in the box for you. Of course, you have the phone. Go ahead and pull that off. The phone here apparently has a touch-to-wake lock feature. You just have a flat black slab. You got the plastic back. Up here you're going to find the camera, the dual LED flash, the very awkward power button up top, headset jack, both of your volume buttons here, which actually very nicely have a really nice click to them. And they're going to be separate as well instead of being in a single volume rocker style like a lot of Android phones are. On the right side you're going to find the SIM tray. Of course on the bottom you'll find a very iPhone looking bottom. You got your speaker here, your microphone on the other side, and your micro USB here. So we'll go over the phone in just a second. We'll check out what else is in the box. You have your Chinese charger. It's a regular USB, but the prongs you're going to need an adapter for if you want to use it outside of China. In here you're going to find micro USB cable. Nice little SIM ejector tool. And of course the manuals and guides and that sort of thing, if you want to look through those. Now Meizu does not include earphones in this. There's even a nice little thing that says earphone not included. This is basically the same box that you're going to find in the MX4, so looks like they've cut some costs here just to try to not make a different box. Instead of including those earphones with the cheaper model, they've decided to just stick that in there instead. Now we're going to do just a quick overview of Flyme OS. So Flyme OS is Meizu's version of Android. As you probably well know, most manufacturers have their own little skin of Android. Flyme OS is a super flat, super white, very stylistic version of Android. You'll find all the icons are very flat, very modern looking. All the applications are going to be about the same. Of course, there's not any videos. So one of the things that it specializes in is permissions. So this is going to ask, okay, this is asking for internet access, this particular application. You can either allow it or reject it. And you can find those permissions in the Security Center, which is going to give you a whole bunch of things besides, of course, the app permissions, which gives you a list of apps that are allowed to send messaging, enable data network, use phone call, basically all these different permissions on here. You can do it by app as well. So we'll check out the dialer, which again you'll find flat, white, lots of color all over the place. You'll notice that this is actually running on Android 4.4.4, even though it tends to look a little bit more like Lollipop with the color changing status bar, the really nice animations. Just in general, this is a super smooth skin of Android. Seems very optimized, and this thing is super zippy. One of the interesting things that they do is you have your capacitive circular home button here. When you go into an app, swiping up goes back, so there's no dedicated back button. You actually swipe for that. You're also going to find that swiping up from the side bezels brings up the multitasking menu, which I particularly don't like because it's not easy to quickly identify apps. You have to remember what their icons look like, and of course, if you use any of the built-in themes, it may mess you up because it's going to use different icons, and just looking at here is not the easiest way to see what's actually running. So to swipe an app away, you would swipe up. To get rid of all of them, you can swipe down. That clears everything, except for, of course, the app I have open running. That's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to have this review up for you in a couple of days.